Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to another episode of Enlighten Hour. I'm Navera from Enlightism, and today's episode is all about sustainability, innovation, and how young people can turn ideas into real world impact. Our guest today is Muhammad ZainUlAbdin, a second year chemical engineering student and a passionate sustainability enthusiast. Zain recently developed an innovative bioplastic using agricultural waste as a part of Ban Ki-moon Center Mentorship Program 2025. He has also worked on several green initiatives, including becoming a runner-up at the Greenovative competition with an eco-friendly water purifier. Before we begin, a quick introduction to the program he was part of. The Ban Ki-moon Center for Global Citizens was co-founded by Ban Ki-moon, the former Secretary General of the United Nations, and a global leader in peace, climate action, and education. Their mentorship program helps young people learn about sustainability, climate change, and the UN's global goals through the expert guidance, workshop, and hands-on projects. Assalamu alaikum Zain, I hope you're doing good. To start off, can you tell us a little about yourself and what inspired you to work on the Bioplastic project?
First of all, Walaikum Assalam. My name is Muhammad ZainUlAbdin. Basically, I am a second year chemical engineering student and a sustainable enthusiast. So I always been like interested in solving like real life problems throughout science. So basically, the idea for this bioplastic project come like when I realized how serious the bioplastic waste issue is. So especially in our cities, I wanted to create something like low cost and eco-friendly that could be like actually help the environment and not harm it. So basically, I tell you a story, short story basically. So few months back from this mentorship start. So I watched a documentary on the Wayfinder strategy, which is basically on the plastic pollution. So in that documentary, I realized that how much pollution gathered in ocean and in mountains, which is literally harm our health and like ecosystem and animals and everything. So from that point, like I realized I have to work. I will work on like to create something uh, for the something uh, like plastic which can easily decompose. Basically, in nowadays we can use plastic which can take like millions and thousands of years to decompose. So basically, bioplastic is the plastic which can easily decompose in a week or days.
Okay, so that's really interesting. It's inspiring how curiosity and concern for the environment led you to something so practical. So the next question is, why do you think plastic pollution is such a pressing issue, and how did that influence your project idea?
So, like everyone knows that the plastic pollution is like such a big problem because it stays in the environment for like hundreds of years, harm animals, block drainage system, and affect our health. So, like we see plastic everywhere in
Yes.
street, beaches, rivers. So, like this really pushed me to like think if plastic is hurting the planet, then why not we create an alternative? So, like bioplastic is such really good alternative for single-use plastic.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's a really alarming issue, and we really overlook these things in our daily lives. So, for listeners who may not know, can you explain in simple terms what bioplastics are and how they differ from the regular plastics? Why are they so different?
So basically, bioplastic are plastic made from natural material instead of oils and
Okay.
other harmful materials, chemicals. So like the bioplastic break down much faster and don't leave harmful chemicals behind.
Hmm.
And regular plastic takes hundreds of years to decompose, but
Okay.
bioplastic can be break down within a week or months or in a days, especially decompose in a days. So depending on material. So it is a cleaner or safer option for the environment.
All right. Okay, so that explanation makes it much clearer, especially for students hearing about bioplastics for the first time. So can you walk us through the process of creating your own bioplastic prototype?
Yes, so basically, the process is too easy, and I like everyone can try this at home.
Okay.
So the process is first I can create a mixture of a starch which can be prepared through a agriculture waste. So first you have to take some vegetable or fruit waste which can be there like peels and
Mm-hmm.
potato peels and banana peels. So you have to take them, wash carefully, then 2 to 3 times wash them, and then put them in a sunlight to get dry. After dry, you can have to blend it in the blender and convert in the powder form. Then basically you can easily create your starch. After that, the main process to create a bioplastic comes, which you have to like take a pan or a bowl, in which you have to put a starch mixture. Basically, used to create like one little sample. So basically, I use 1 tablespoon starch, 1 tablespoon vinegar, 1 tablespoon glycerine, and 100 ml of water. So you have to mix them well, and after that you have to put the pan on the stove on a light heat. Then for the 5 to 10 minutes, stir it. Then after some time, uh, the mixture come in the solid form, solid or gel form. So when it come in the gel form, so turn off the stove and take it out, so that easily the raw bioplastic can be created. After that, if you want to convert in different shapes like daily use, so basically I can convert them in kitchen accessories, including
Okay.
a spoon, fork, and others. So basically, it can be used in daily life, and like every vendor use them in house, we can easily use them. So after the mixture create, raw material create, you have to put in the mold in which you want. So you can take the like product which you want, so you can easily use them in your daily life.
Okay, so that's interesting. So it is durable? Is it durable? Like,
Yes, yes. Basically, it is durable.
okay, so that sound like a lot of trial and learning. So what materials did you use? Okay, you have already told about
Yes.
this. And can you tell me why you chose them, these materials?
So basically, I told you before I use like glycerine, vinegar, and water, and starch from agriculture waste. So these all material are very cheap, costly, and you
Okay.
can use them in your daily life. Like every day, you can use them like vinegar, agriculture waste for water. So except glycerine. So basically, glycerine is a much low cost, so you can easily find them in market and everywhere.
All right. Okay, got it. So what were the challenges you faced during this development and how did you overcome them?
So the biggest challenge, I try the experiment up to 4 to 5 times,
Oh,
but I didn't get the result what I want. So the biggest challenge was getting the right texture or the strength what I want of the material. So basically,
yeah.
sometimes it's too sticky, or like sometimes it's become too hard.
Hmm.
So after the experiment and by the help of guidance of mentors and my professor from university, so I
Hmm.
can finally, after 4 attempts, I can finally get it like how I make it easily and durable. So I can create it in my fifth attempt easily.
Okay. So congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Okay, so you mentioned that you had mentors and guides during this project. So, who were the mentors apart from university teachers? And even the university teachers, how did they help you out throughout this journey?
Yes, so I was guided by mentors like from Ban Ki-moon
Okay.
during my global citizen. So my mentor is from Nigeria and
Hmm.
her name is Ife Aini.
Okay.
So like she helped me like stay focused, improve my idea, and think
Hmm.
about like real world impact what
Hmm.
I make. And basically, her feedback made my project more practical and strong.
Okay, nice. Okay, that's this shows that mentorship can make the project much more easier, and like you can easily achieve success through a mentor.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the most exciting part about your bioplastic prototype that you'd like people to know about?
So basically, the interesting part is that, exciting part is that
Hmm.
uh, the motive of my motive is to create plastic is to create a low cost or uh, alternative of plastic which can such a low cost everyone easily afford them.
Okay.
So like anyone can create like it in with a simple ingredient it
Hmm.
in a small steps I tell you before.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no big challenge which can face by them. So
Hmm.
everyone can use them in their houses.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so the next question is, why do you think it's important for young people or youth to get involved in sustainability and innovation?
Yes, because the future like belong to us. If we do not take action today, our generation will suffer the most.
Hmm.
This
Yes.
is the basic definition comes from United Nations
Mm-hmm.
uh, eh, United Nation Conference 2015.
Okay.
So young people like bring fresh ideas, energy, and creativity. So
Yes.
even a small action from youth can create a long-term impact, as you see. And nowadays, I think many of young people, young generation can be work on sustainability.
Yeah.
So I think that everyone should take action. It can be small, but you have to take any action which can be help
Hmm.
our future generation or today's generation. So,
Okay, so you mentioned that students or youth should take part in these, but how can they actually start such small sustainability projects on their own or in their communities?
so start a small. So basically, you see that I can take some basic ingredients and create a
Mhm.
such big impact
Yes.
solution. So I tell everyone you don't need such big resources.
Hmm.
Just you need curiosity and consistency. Find a local problem which you can or your family can
Hmm.
and your society can be faced. So research simple solution about them and create a small prototype. You can also join different workshops and
Hmm.
competitions and mentorship program like I did. So basically, I am telling about my journey where I start about sustainability.
Hmm.
So when I enroll in my university, so I can part in different competitions and workshops.
Hmm.
So like in the start of 2025, I can participate in innovation. I don't want to participate, but I participate unfortunately. But
Hmm.
I can be a runner-up in that competition,
Hmm.
and basically it become my motive to work on sustainability more and more. So after that competition, I can work more on sustainability and create create different like solutions and participate in different workshops, different fellowships. So the that competition become the base of my motive to work on sustainability more and more.
Okay, that's interesting. So, what role do you think bioplastics can play in solving environmental issues locally or globally?
So bioplastic like can reduce our dependence on harmful plastic, and locally, bioplastic can reduce waste and pollution,
Mm-hmm.
and globally, they can help cut carbon emission, support
Hmm.
a circular economy. You think these terms are so hard? So basically, these are the basic terms we can use in sustainability, like
Yes.
carbon emission and
Hmm.
circular economy. So they are not the only solution, but they are the important steps toward a greener future.
Okay. So that's a balanced way to look at it, not a single solution, but part of a bigger picture. So, after all of this, what lessons did you learn from this project that you'd like to share with other aspiring innovators or the audience?
So I learned a lot of lessons, including you
Hmm.
don't need to be perfect to start, and
Okay.
you just need to start. And mistakes are the part of the process.
Hmm.
Experiment and also believe that your idea can create such big impact and change
Hmm.
in your life and in future.
Okay. So that's such an important takeaway, especially for students just starting out. So, what are your next steps for the bioplastic project? Do you plan to expand or scale it further?
So my next steps, including like I want to improve the strength and durability more and more, and I also want to partner with organization working on waste management and sustainability. In the
Okay.
long term, like I want to turn this into low cost greener business. So basically, my plan is to launch my startup in this December, but due to experimental failure, it cannot be possible. So in next year, possibly it can be become a startup, successful startup.
Okay, inshallah. So, and also that sounds interesting. So we'll be definitely be looking forward to seeing where this goes, and inshallah, it will be a success. So, to the listeners, how can listeners support or get involved in projects like yours, like sustainability projects?
So basically, they can start by reducing like single-use plastic in their daily life.
Mm-hmm.
So they can support youth-led projects, share awareness, or collaborate with people working on sustainability. Even spreading a message create a lot of impact. Like if you can send short messages to your community about the don't use single-use plastic, like their
Mm-hmm.
harm and what they cause. So it also can create a such big impact in your society or your community.
Okay, so that's great to hear. Even a small support can make a big difference. So finally, what message would you give to young people who want to, or students who want to make a real impact on sustainability but don't know where to start? Like three tips that you want to give.
So my firstly you have to start with what you have and where you are.
Okay. Hmm.
Pick one is pick one small problem around you
Hmm.
and take your first step. You
Hmm.
don't need to like perfect plan, just willingness. If you have willingness, you can do it. By
Hmm.
the failures, you can learn, improve, and then just do it. Big change begin with a small idea. So you have idea, take the problem, find solution, work on it, and create such big impact or change in your life and in future generation.
Okay, so that's a powerful message to end on. Thank you so much for sharing that. Also, that's all for today. Thank you so much, Zen, for joining us and sharing your
Thank you.
journey. Your story truly shows that meaningful change can start with curiosity, commitment, and the courage to try. And to everyone watching, if this episode inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more conversations with students and young change makers. Allah Hafiz.